What we've done is with the help of a nice man from the Orlando Science Center, he came and set up a crime scene scenario with like a stolen trophy that we were awarded, and it was a year-long crime. We have 3 suspects and it's a lot of fun.
That first day we actually looked for footprints and we recorded like how long it was, like what type of shoe made it. We found out that it was Miss Milano's footprint and it was in her portable, so it didn't really give us any clues. The next time they rebuilt the crime scene, we were looking for evidence. We took pictures and we drew the crime scene.
Instead of on the paper and turning in, we get a science journal, label it, and then put all the questions, the answers in.
We have to figure out how to get someone's DNA and stuff like that, you know, hair samples or spit samples.
We actually wet pieces of hair we found and we put it under a microscope and we were able to record the threads to see which person it matched.
We applied for a collaborative curriculum challenge grant from the Florida Department of Education for gifted students, and I worked with the grant department at OCPS to write our grant narrative and collaborate with some of our community partners, the Orlando Science Center, UCF, Timber Creek High School, the Orange County Sheriff's Department, and we wrote the grant to be funded for $10,000, and we were fully funded for 12 months.
The partnerships we've developed that we plan on continuing to develop for, years and years beyond this, and I'd like to see other schools do it. It's a very unique program, but it's written in such a way that other schools can incorporate it.
There's a lot of high-minded stuff that goes into forensic science, and we knew that these kids were capable of handling a lot of that. But one thing that the Science Center stands for is that we like to promote our informal education through manipulation and hands-on experience. So we provided a lot of the materials that the students worked with. We developed the framework, the idea of this elaborate crime, the broken trophy case, and we helped to produce the worksheets and things like that. So a lot of the stuff that the students encountered was produced in-house by the Science Center. And I worked very closely with Marielle throughout this whole process to make sure that everything we were doing was supporting what she's been working with these kids on for a very long time. She knows her students, she knows what they respond to.
Well, what the Science Center has done is it's shown us like how to get DNA. It's like introduced us to stuff like the SEM. You can like look at the DNA up close and personal and tell what kind it is.
It was cool to see the fly. We zoomed up on its eye and it was awesome. I just enjoyed Mr. Jimmy because he's really fun to work with. He made us enjoy the whole experience of solving crimes.
He was very considerate and he stuck with us and told us never to give up because he told us we were always going to get the suspect.
Forensic science is one of the very few sciences that incorporates all the other sciences in it. For example, it incorporates anatomy, earth science, life science, force and motion, DNA. We were able to do trajectory and incorporate angles. We were able to incorporate nonfiction and expository writing.
I think the most exciting part is the excitement that kids have for science. They've just been so into this program that's to me, that's been one of the neatest things to see.
At the end of the chapter, we would do a culminating crime scene. For example, if we learned about rocks and minerals or soils, we would do a crime scene that had to do with soil analysis or tire printing in soil or something like that, to get the kids really excited and engaged in science inquiry while giving them some vocational skills. When we administered a career survey to them, we found that their interest in science careers had more than tripled.
I've always liked to be a doctor, and I think this made me like science even more. I actually like to write a lot, and before I wanted to write about all these like creatures and all these made up things, and now I might want to start writing about mysteries because it's cool to solve them and find out how they're solved and all that.
Well, it strengthens my interest because right now my choice is to be a police officer. now I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to be doing.
Before I've probably wanted to be an author, and now I think I could help with the CSI or be a lawyer or something, you know, help with the evidence.
We didn't find out who the suspects were until like maybe 2 weeks ago, so it was a mystery for us too until that time.
Yeah, I was a little surprised that they thought I would do something like that. I'm a man of integrity, so I was a little disappointed at the beginning of the year when they thought that I would actually commit this crime. Very disappointed in that.
When I first heard we were going to do this, I was kind of upset because I didn't want to, because I thought it was like it took too much time. And but even though it does take a lot of time, I found out that it's kind of fun to solve mysteries. I feel very like impressed with everyone who participated because it's pretty cool how we did the same things as the police did.
I feel relieved because, as Ms. Milano said, this did take 9 months, but you will get the suspect, and it ultimately led up to, unfortunately, Dr. Lumler, who committed this crime.
All right, I admit it, I did it. I did do it, and I would have got away with it if you kids weren't so smart.